Hey everybody, I'm at a local park today. It's kind of windy, so I'm not sure how the audio will sound, but I have it covered up a little bit with my hand to try and muffle the wind. I'm not sure if that's going to help any, but I found this interesting thing at this park, this local park. I want to show you. Take a look at this. Isn't that cool? It's a wall climbing thing. And then you have all this rope stuff up here. Thought that was pretty cool. You could see how it's all made of wood and it has those little handhold things. I'm not sure exactly how you would get up to the first set. I guess maybe this door opens up and there's probably some handholds underneath there behind the doors that would allow you to get up top there. I'm guessing you need like a key to go in to open that up. So maybe you have to have like some certain authorization to get up there. Same with this side. It has a couple doors, and I'm guessing there's some handholds behind there. So that's pretty cool. I have my skateboard again. As you can see, I got my skateboard. Also notice how it has a diamond pattern on here, and also the park bench here has another diamond grid pattern to it. So we're gonna see how many grids there are here, because as you know, there's a lot of grids, or as I know, and what I'm trying to show you is there's a lot of grids. Hey, check out what I found. I found a skate park. Found a skate park. Yeah. We got some skate stuff. Do some skating on it. Yeah, right. I'm not that good at it. Check it out. Whoa. There was a bee following me. Some bees here. Anyways, I'm not gonna try and do anything on here because I'm not that good. I just know how to ride. I don't know how to do tricks. But I thought it was interesting. Thought I would show you that. Pretty cool, huh? Now it's really close to the wall climbing thing that I showed you earlier, but they have this other stuff here. They have like these suspended wires and ropes, like some obstacle course type of thing. They got some ropes. You could do some like hanging exercises. I don't know. Maybe it's for exercising. I'm just gonna walk back to the park and show you these different things as we go. You can see them over there in the grass. We have this kind of seesaw type of device. I'm not sure what you use it for. I guess it's another exercise thing. Check it out. Ugh, it's heavy. That's pretty heavy. And then you have these like little stumps and this log that I guess you could just walk on it like that. Just walking on the log. So let's go check out what else is at this park. See what's interesting. Alright, let's do this. It might be windy, so let's just see how it goes. Check it out. We have some more baseball fields. What would you call it? Baseball diamonds. We got some smaller ones. As you can see, there's a grid in the fence here. I don't know what that is. But you have two different types of shapes rotated at like 90 degrees from one another, kind of offset. Let's go take a look at the basketball courts, see if there's any patterns. I can already see one, and guess what it is? Can't reach it. Yeah, I touched it. I touched the pattern. Footbridge. Probably has some patterns on it. Probably has some patterns to the way it's built, the structure of it. Let's check it out. So there's another footbridge. Same exact thing. It's just a little shaded so there's less wind. Some tree coverage. As you can see, we have this water flowing down over there. Horizontal. Space line, space line, space line. And then you have the vertical pattern. Line, space. Line, space. In this case we have another line that goes diagonally on the bridge. They're at like 90 degrees from each other. Same sequence of pattern. So it's rotated 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. But as you can see, the little teeth in the grooves creates a pattern, spiral pattern. And you have the grid. You have the grid down there, the rectangular grid. Lots of different patterns to the way things are built and structured. It creates more integrity in the shape. It's more rigid because it's repeated. The lines are repeated in a uniform pattern and they're connected at different angles, usually at right angles. But as you can see in the bridge here, there's lines connected at like 45 degrees that create a triangular pattern, and that just kind of keeps the shape of the bridge under pressure. You can see the water flowing out into the lake pond. There's a little web here. That's another pattern. I don't know if you could see that. You can see that spider web? That has its own structure to it with the lines and threads. And you can see the grid shape pattern to the blocks or the stones, all aligned in a uniform sequence. You got the lines and blocks positioned in rows and columns. It creates the grid pattern over there. They're all the same size. Let me walk over there and get a closer look. You can see it's all overrun with gotta watch my step, almost fell. It's all overrun with plants and stuff like that. But if we get a closer look here, you can see the grid. These are kind of have like a tapered shape to them. The bottoms are bigger than the tops, so you got a bigger square, and it kind of tapers up to a smaller grid shape. And they probably used a mold to create these blocks, and it just continues all the way down here, and it kind of gives it like a flexibility to it. All the different blocks are rotated at different orientations that kind of follow the surface of the hill here, and it goes all the way down to the base where it meets the water. So that's pretty cool, pretty interesting. A lot of details everywhere that you might just overlook if you don't slow down and just look around at stuff. Like this fencing is also a grid shape. It has 2 rows and a lot of columns, just line space, line space. And you can see these little flower things. It has like a random chaotic pattern to it. And I don't know what that is, but it's like a little feathered at the ends. Look at that. I don't know if you could see that. And the leaves here. Whoa, what is that? What are those? What is that thing? What? See, you'd probably just walk by. You'd probably just walk by if you weren't paying attention to like small details and things like that. It's like, what is this thing? It's like some crazy alien pod. What? I don't know what that is. I've never seen anything like that. But you can see the pattern and the texture on it. It has all these little antenna things coming off of it. Man, that's crazy. But you can see in the leaves have a lot of veins in them that are kind of parallel to each other. Man, this thing's weird. Wow, that's interesting. What do we have here? Some dead plant. Wow, it's pretty crazy. I don't know. You can find all sorts of stuff if you just kind of keep your eyes open and look at all the details. See? So like, you might not think it's all interesting, but you come across something like that and it's like, what the heck is that? I've never seen anything like that. So let's keep going. You can see on the wood on the base of this ridge, they're all aligned in a pattern, one after the other. And the wood itself has like a grain structure to it that has kind of a more chaotic, less organized pattern. I almost ran into that guy. Gotta watch where I'm going. And patterns kind of allow you to follow the lines, you know. They're kind of like a map for you to follow. It keeps things ordered. So that's a good aspect to patterns and grids and things like that that you don't normally think about. But there's actually some good stuff to grids. But you can see like there's holes around here in the radial pattern, just space, and then the dot, space, dot, space, dot, consecutive pattern there. Same with those over there. Creates like this crystallization to the structure that we interpret as like a manufactured or a machined style to it. Over here we have another pattern. We have these metal or plastic things woven into the fencing. It creates this extra pattern. We have these vertical lines here. I don't know if you can see that because it's kind of shaded. It's in the shade in the dark. And then we have these diagonal lines. So there's like this interesting pattern created by the grid and the extra linear sequence of plastic pieces that are woven in there. Again, we have the chain link pattern and brick pattern, and some antenna pattern. And we have some flower pattern. You can see the flowers over here. I don't know what type of flower that is. Steady. You can see with the pattern, linear space, line space pattern, you have the vertical pillars with the horizontal pieces of wood. Creates a rigid structure. Where am I? What is this place? What is this? I don't know what this is. Is this like a stage or something? Check it out. You got the pattern up in the roof. It's almost like in a radial hexagon pattern. Radial hexagon maybe. And there's some magic doors there. Maybe for if there was a play here, they could go in and out of the doors, and maybe they'd have some scenery set up, like some backgrounds and boards that have graphics on it to kind of display a certain scene in the play. So yeah, I'm guessing that's what it is. I'm sure there's like a specific term for it. Look at that. It's a radial pattern. Radial pattern. Radial pattern. With the wood beams going across to the center. We got this fireplace thing here. You see this pattern of bricks? You got a square right there. I don't know why you got a square there. Right in the center. Check it out. I found this at the park. It has a checkerboard here, or a chess pattern here. It's just basically a grid. You got negative space and positive space. In this case, we have a different type of stone. We have like some variety of different stones in one type of square, and then you have a uniform variety of little stones. I don't know what that is. It creates a checkered grid shape to it. That's pretty cool. You can see the chairs have like this worn look to the surface paint on it, which kind of reveals the texture of the stone underneath it. I guess it would be kind of molded, some sort of molded cement, I guess. So I thought that was interesting. So I'm not sure how the audio came out on these videos, so we'll have to see how that goes. But my mind has been a little flatlined all today, so I tried my best to make it a little interesting. So let me know how it is. Patterns. Think about patterns. They're everywhere. And instead of just rambling on about that, we'll keep making more videos exploring patterns and see what mysteries lie in them. Between the lines, in the spaces. Ooh, the mystery. Yeah. So there you have it. I think I'm done for now. Stay tuned.